Hello guys and welcome to the last Ultimate guide I have to show you. It's on Bind, and guys, there is a lot that I have to show you. There's loads of one way, lot of setup, lot of execute, lot of lineups, rotation lineups. There's like tons of things I have to show you. So if you want to know everything I know on Bind, stay until the end of the video. Enjoy. Okay, so first I will start to show you how I defend A side, and my way on defending A side is pretty easy. So for you to understand, most of the time you're gonna got a Sage in your team, and you're gonna ask this Sage to come up on A with you, and the rest of the team going on B. So the Sage gonna just go in showers and just gonna put a wall to defend it, take the orb and some stuff. Then you're gonna defend A short, and she will come back and help you to defend A short. So there is only one smoke I'm doing like 99% of the time, is only putting that smoke straight away like this, and this is how I defend A short. So it's like the most easiest way to defend A short in my opinion, because they are scared to cross the smoke, because they are scared to die from you. They're scared because they don't know if you're alone or if you're with a friend waiting for them. So in my opinion, this smoke is really great because you can take space. You know if someone is hiding in this corner, you know if someone is hiding behind the box. Like, it's pretty hard for them to get space on A short with that smoke. Otherwise, if you want to play with a one way, the easiest one to make is going in this corner and just watch to this line here. You can just do a simple left click and the smoke's gonna land for the one way like this. That's if you want to play really more defensive, but I suggest you to put the smoke on the ground right here. And of course, with that setups, it's your choice for the wall, but what I'm doing every time is putting a wall short like this. So you look the minimap and you put a wall where it covers long and the entry on bind. So it always looks like this, because when probably you are the only smoker on bind, you're gonna have to help B side because you are not Omen putting a smoke to B to help them. So you're gonna put a wall like this, and whenever they ask you to put it, you put it. Oh, if you look at the minimap, you see that the enemy team is pushing on B, you just activate it. So what if your Sage doesn't want to listen to you and she wants to wall short, so you will have to take shower control. So to take shower control, the easiest way again is to put a one way. So for this, you're just gonna stand in this corner and watch the edge of this, like this, and you just choose a line around that spot and you just do a simple left click, and it's gonna give you the best one way for shower. And if you want to put the wall that covers short and bind and B at the same time, you can put yourself on the stair and look here for the wall, and it's gonna take short and the entry of hook and long. But I don't suggest you to do that wall because I never use it, because I like when the wall cover less space than this. Like, I like the wall when it covers right here at the entry. So I don't know, it's your choice guys, but I'm not using that wall. By the way, if you want a defensive ultimate on A side, the only ultimate I use is at the start of the round. I'm waiting behind this box, and once the round starts, I'm doing this. Then I go back. This ultimate is really great because like it creates you a pocket way to play if you want to wait the enemy coming up. Otherwise, if you want to push it, it will cover you like the entry of A market and also far away around here. And what I like to do sometimes is just going out of my ultimate and pushing in the back the one who pushed shower to help my teammates, or just standing here, and when I see they are going on B, I'm waiting like a bit of long time, and then I'm just dropping out the ultimate and I'm staying on A, because when you drop out the ult, the enemy team hear the sounds and think you rotated to B, so they will try to take a timing on A. So most of the time I will just wait here for the people coming, and you probably gonna get one free kill at least. So now let's talk how to defend B side. To defend B side, there's 3 ways I'm using. The first one is this setup. You will be in this corner and watch the minimap. You will have to hit this corner and this corner at the same time for the wall. So it's gonna look like this. So it has to cover you here and touch barely this corner. So the wall looks like this, okay? So if they want to push to cross it, you can have 3 kills by waiting here. So once you've done the wall, you're gonna put a smoke around this area here. And it will defend the entry of A short. And what I like to do with that setups is standing inside the smoke and waiting for them to jump out. And if they didn't see you, you can just take everything off and try to kill them. And if they saw you, you're gonna have 3 kills anyway, because they will most of the time not expect you to be in the smoke under it, because this smoke is just so big, and that's why people don't expect you to stand here. The second setup is pretty easy. You just stand in this corner and watch the entry of long with the wall, so you can cover hookah and long with the wall like this. With that setup, if you want, you can play it as a retake and just put a smoke like here at the default spot plant, and you just stand CT, and once the plant, you activate the smoke, throw a snake bite, and you might get a free kill also. It's like a lineup anyway. For the third setup, this one is pretty harder to make, but in my opinion it's really great to use too. You just look at the ground, because the wall has to take only long, so you have to look on the ground like this, so it will cover only long and not going in hookah. And for the smoke in hookah, you're gonna stand in this corner and you're gonna watch this corner, okay, right here. And what you're gonna do is taking your smoke, put your cursor here and do a jump and right click. The smoke lands here, and after that you're gonna put yourself on that box, and it will cover you long and gives you one way to defend hookah, because the enemy team doesn't see you. Now I will show you, like on A side, an ultimate, defense ultimate that you can use. And the one I'm using every time I'm playing on B is standing in this corner, looking on the ground. And this ult is pretty OP, because it will cover you the entry of hookah like this. And once you used it, it will create you a space to play in B garden. So right here it can like surprise your enemy and get some free kills if a teammates play next to you and throw a flash or something like that. And if you want to cover this space too, if you are playing alone on B side, what you can do is just putting a smoke, and you can even play in it and waiting for someone to cross it, or just put a wall straight like that, and it will help you to cover the rest of the ultimate. So as we are talking about the defense section, I will show you retake lineups to help your teammate retaking a side, of course. First, let's talk about the retake lineups from B to A. There's 2 ways of making them, so I will show you the farthest way. So for the first one, you are playing on B side, and you have to stand behind this box, okay? So you're gonna stand in this corner, and all these 2 lineups are pretty hard to make, because it's not with your crosshair, but with the HUD of your snakebite or the HUD of your HP. So the first one is looking like this. There's like a little pillar, we're gonna say it right here, and you're gonna have to look all the way on the left to the building. So you're gonna do this, but with the HUD of your snakebite, like this. And then you do a simple left click, and this lineup is gonna land perfectly on default plant, like that. And for the second one, this one is a little harder to make, but it's gonna help your teammate to clear that corner. So let's say your teammates are playing still on heaven or behind boxes, and an enemy is stuck on this right corner. If they ask you to line up it, like, you can just throw your lineup here and it will get an easy kill for your teammates. So for this, you're gonna have to stay on this corner again, and you're gonna look this darker spot right here and on the upper right corner with the HUD of your HP, so like this. Once you are looking that way, you're gonna have to do a jump and a left click, and the fastest possible, so it's gonna land perfectly on that spot. So once you hit this, you see that no one can get in this corner, and it will like defend the entry of short at the same time. The second way of doing this retake lineup is like running back to your spawn and standing in this corner. So for this, you're gonna have to look on this corner here with like the bar of your portion on the upper right, like this. This one is gonna land perfectly for a default right here. And the second one is a little easier to make. You're gonna have to stand on the same corner, but look on these two lines here, and you will look on the right one, a bit on the right, and you're just gonna do a simple left click. And this lineup is gonna land on default boxes, and they can't blend. Okay, so now for the retake lineups A to B side, I will show you two different ones again. The first one is behind this box, like on B side, but your HUD of your snakebites is gonna have to look on this line and a bit on the left, right here, okay? So it's gonna look like this, and you're gonna have to do a jump and a left click. And the lineup is gonna take the wall default spot, like that. And for the second way of making retake lineups, this one is the one I'm doing every time. Is let's say we are rotating to B side, but you are not sure yet downside, so you are just waiting a bit. So like you can stand here and waiting if the enemy is pushing on B, or if they're pushing on A, you can do the other retake lineups. Like this spot is the best to make retake lineups in my opinion. So you're gonna have to look to be on this little box, let's say, and if you want to hit the default spot here, you're gonna have to look on the left, down left of this window here with the A shield of your snakebite, so like this. And this one is gonna land on the default spot, like this. And if you want to touch like right here and take the little space on the left and the space on the right and the wall space here, because lots of the time the enemy is planting at this spot, you're gonna stand at the same spot, but this time you're not gonna aim down left the window, but on these bricks here. So it's gonna look like that, and the lineup is gonna hit the wall default spot. Okay, before we talked about the attacker side, if you are still watching this video, please consider subscribing and liking this video. It really helps me a lot, guys. And also, let's try to hit 10k subscribers before the end of the year. Anyway, enough talking, let's go straight into the attacker side. So let's start first with A side. The first common easy wall that everyone uses is standing here and just watching this corner and this line, and just put your wall. And this wall is the best wall ever to push A short, because it's gonna cover you the default spot, and also if someone is standing heaven, they will not be able to see you. So that's probably the best wall to use right now. With that wall, you can do two different things. You can like choose to throw smoke in lamp with a snakebite or something to cover you from lamp while you are pushing. Otherwise, you can also put a one-way here, like put a smoke at this corner, so the people who are playing on trunk, like on top of truck here, are hidden by the smoke, so they will not be able to shoot at you. And also it will create you one way for the plant, so if you plant in this corner, you will be hide for the enemy will be hide for the one way, and you will be able to see their feet. So let me show you how it looks like. So first you put your wall, like the default wall, and then let's say you want to put the one way first. So for the one way, you're gonna have to look on this weird line here, and you're gonna have to look between the two mouses, like the left button and the right button right here on the corner, and it looks like this. And after you've placed your stuff like that, you're just gonna put a simple a simple left click, so it's gonna look like this. And once you did that, it will create you a perfect one-way. So you activate it, and you can see that if someone is putting on truck, he will see literally nothing, and he will lose HP in it. Like it will do a decay, of course, and it will create you one-way here. So you're gonna plant here, and you will be able to see the feed because it's the only spot he can defuse. So that's why this one-way can be used if you want, and also it can cover you for heaven if you wondered. Otherwise, if you don't want to use that one way and keep the smoke to make like better things, I would say, not better, but maybe more things to do, you can like either choose to put a smoke on the lamp and you can swoop peek it, or you can choose to put a smoke literally on default side to be sure it's gonna hit for the lineup if you want to make it. And you can like use your smoke for plenty other ways. But anyway, I will show you how to make the smoke lens on lamp. So for this, you're just gonna look on this leaf, the bigger leaf here, and there's like a little hole here, and you're gonna look on the right where there is a brighter light here, and you're gonna look around this corner and like the spot, I would say. And then you just do a jump and a left click, and the smoke is gonna land perfectly at the entry of lamp like that. So once you did that smoke, if you want to be sure nobody's standing that smoke while you are pushing it, you can do a lineup like that. So you're gonna have to look on these two leaves, and for this you're gonna look on the end of this one and going up to the line here, okay? So like that. Once you did this, you just do a simple left click, and the snake bite is gonna land perfectly for lamp, okay? So if you want to create like the smoke bite I've created a long time ago, even though I don't think it's still working, you can use this as a push, because people don't want to stand in it, because if they stand in it too many times, they will die. So it's gonna look like this. And then you are pushing with your team, you activate your wall, you activate your smoke, and you have a free push on A side. I will show you a setup and execute on how to push shower. So there is a pretty cool execute you can use, and it's this one. You're gonna have to stand on this rock here, and you're gonna aim like the bottom right of this thing here, and you just put like a simple left click, and the wall looks like that. It covers you the wall left side and like the half of hookah like that. So once you did that wall, you're gonna do a super cool one way. So for the one way, you're gonna have to stand on this box here, and you're gonna look on this edge here. You're gonna look at the end on the right. Here is the HUD of your HP, like this. Once you are looking that way, you're gonna just do a simple left click, and the smoke's gonna create you a one-way post plant. Okay, so it's gonna land like this, and it creates you a one-way post plant, and also it defending you from hookah. So let's say you're planting inside here, you will be able to see their feet, and they will take the decay from the smoke. So the wall setup looks like this. And this is how they see. And of course, with that one way, you can also use lineups. So if you want to use lineup with that one way, first make sure you plant really in this corner. So when you're planting, just like hit the spike on this corner here. Once you did that, you can like, once your team did that, if you want to let your team pushing alone, you can use a lineup from this spot also. So you're gonna stand here in that corner. You can use like your wall to defend yourself, even though I think they can see you. Once you did that, you're gonna have to aim here on this leaf and going all the way up to be aligned as the light, on the light, okay? So it's gonna look like this with the HUD of your snake bite. Once you are there, you just can do a simple left click, and the snake bite is gonna land perfectly in shower. Also, if you want to smoke really heaven and because you already used your wall on B side or something, there is like a really easy way to make it. So you're gonna have to like be in short and going in front the 1, 2, 3. So you're going from 3 pillar here, and what you're gonna do is only aiming the middle of the lamp here and with your crosshair, and you just do a simple left click and the smoke is gonna land perfectly in heaven like that. So to attack B side, there's not like loads of stuff you can make to push it. So the only thing I'm doing and you can do is like going on long, putting a simple wall to cover you from elbow like that. Or otherwise you can use your smoke as a one way to push city, or just a simple smoke. So there is two ways. If you want to put a one way for city, you're gonna have to stand in this corner, and with the HED of your HP, you're gonna have to look like here in this little corner. It's really hard to show, but it's in this corner, okay? So you're gonna have to aim with the HED of your HP like that. You're gonna do a simple left click, and it's gonna create you a one-way city like that. So the smoke's gonna land here. And there you go. You can see a little bit if the enemy is going through city or something, but if they want to push it, you're gonna see them before they can see you. Okay, so now let's talk about what you're all waiting for, the lineups. Let's go directly for B side. So for B side, you must know that the default spot is this one, okay? So we're gonna make a lineup, but for this spot. So let's say you put your smoke and your team is defending the side. What you're gonna do is running down to long at this specific spot here. You're gonna go at the edge of the wall right here. And with your crosshair, you're gonna look on this wall, going a bit on the left around this spot. And then you go like on the white line, okay, here. I don't know if it's white, let's say gray line, like between, okay. You just do a simple left click, and the snake bind is gonna land on the box, and it's gonna spread over the wall side like that. See, I really like to use that snake bite. When you used it, you can like run towards short like that, going in front of this box. Then you're gonna go and look on the sky here. You see like the end of the sky. You're going all the way down until you touch the box here in the middle of the line, and then you just do a simple left click, and the snake bite is gonna land for the default spot, and they can't stand in this corner. So now let's talk about the lineup for A short, the default planned. I think I have like 2 rotation lineup and 2 default spots. So I'm gonna explain you everything, so be careful, there's a lot to understand. So let's talk about the easiest one. I think you know them all. It's this one, this lineup. So you're gonna have to go back, going in this corner, and then just aim here on the roof, on the right, up like down, here like this, and you just do a simple left click, and this lineup is gonna land perfectly on the default spot. So this one is the most known one. So now I'm gonna show you my lineup. So for my lineup, you're gonna have to go all the way back and go on this rock, okay? So you go here, and then you're gonna aim under this corner. So you see that there's a little corner under the rock here, and you're gonna just aim under it, and you just go do a simple left click, and this lineup is gonna take the wall default again. So this lineup is probably better because once you did that lineup, you are covered from short, because every time the enemy team will push here to like trying to kill you, and they will look at this corner first. So that's why I really love to make that lineup. And with that lineup, you can even do a rotation lineup. So let's say you did the first one here like that. After that, you can run towards shower like this while the first landing bite is landing, and then you can just stand in this corner, and with the bar of your poison bar on the right side, you can aim this second line here, okay, like that. Once you're aiming like that, you can do a simple left click, and the snake bite is gonna land default spot like that. So otherwise you can also use the lineup of Unidaro if you don't want to use that lineup because you are seen from shower. You can come here in this corner and like just aim on this corner leaf and going up to this leaf, okay? So it looks like this, and the snake bites also lands at the default spot. So this is everything for the first the two rotation line, the first rotation lineup, and the second one is the TP one. It is a lineup that you can use for the TP. I think loads of you heard about this, so I'm gonna show you this in this video. So you put your smoke and then you let your team on site just TP. You go here in this corner, and then you just aim on the light here a bit on the right with the HUD of your snakebite, so it looks like this. And this lineup is gonna land at the default spot again, like that. And for the second one, you will not stand here because probably people will TP to try to kill you. Otherwise, if you don't have enough time to save the round, you're gonna have to run towards market. You're gonna stand in front of this wall and you're gonna aim on this little corner here, like that. You put a simple left click and the snake bite is also gonna land default. So now I'm gonna show you lineups for the second default spot, which is in front of green boxes. So for this, you're gonna have also to throw your smoke here, and once you did that, you just can run back towards this spot, and once you are there, you're gonna have to aim in this leaf here where there is like loads of little hole. And once you are there, you just do a simple lineup in the middle of them, like that, and this lineup is gonna take the default plant. Otherwise, if you want to use another lineup, because I think no one will run for you there because they will never expect you to be there for that spot, you're gonna have to go on this spot again, like for the default one. And for this one, you're gonna have to aim as I showed you in the middle of this video, the leaf and the light. If you watch the start of the video and didn't just come for the lineup, you just do this and it's gonna land also for the default spot. So this is the two I'm using, but also if you want to be really crazy, once you did that lineup, you can like run towards a market and aim above the first window with the HUD of your snakebite, and it's gonna land also the default green box. But yeah, this lineup is only for the crazy people. So this is the end of the video. Thank you guys for watching until the end, dude. That was my longest guide ever, so thank you so much, guys. And if you are not, please consider subscribing and liking the video. It will mean a lot to me. And also, for those who doesn't know, there is a new series upcoming on Friday on stream. Then will be uploaded on YouTube. But you can share with me your lineups, your setups, and your executes on my Discord. There is a channel for this. I will rate everything you've done on stream with the viewers, and the one that amazed me the most will win the Vandal or the Phantom he wants. So be sure to join the Discord, the link is in the description. Thank you guys, and I see you on Friday for a gameplay video and the night for the stream. Bye bye.